at 60 years young, I did what some people said was impossible. In just 3 weeks, I went from 217 subscribers to over 1,600 subscribers and became fully monetized in under 2 months. And baby, I did it by showing up live every single day for 35 days. So you want the details? Grab a snack and come on back and I'll share it with you. Hey my loves, it's your girl Lexi and your girl YAPPY, and I just want to welcome you to Lexmas Day 8. Day 8 already. It's the 8th day. The 8th day, and it's 13 days, I think. Is it 13? 17. 17 days till Christmas. Like, where's the time going? Where's the time going? You know, every day this month, we're celebrating growth and gratitude, magic, and showing up, right? Showing up for ourselves, showing up for ourselves. And I wanted to share the story behind one of the proudest things that I've ever done on the internet, which is how I grew my YouTube channel fast at 60 years young, you know, and how I became fully monetized in less than 2 months. Now, that happened though, it wasn't that I was on here in less than 2 months. Let me clarify. I was on here from January 5th till June 1st, when I started going live every single day at June 1st under the what's the word I'm looking for? Under the recommendation of a friend here, right? They said, go live every day. It's going to grow your channel. And I did that. And then I researched it more to see how I can do it. And it worked. It worked. You know, I've had this channel for almost 14 years, right? And, but I wasn't consistent. I wasn't confident. And honestly, you know, life was lifing. Life got lifing. And the grief got heavy, you know, of the loss of my mother, and motherhood got real for me. So last year during the winter arc, I'm like, you know, let's do this YouTube. Let's really focus and do YouTube. Let's do it come January. And that's when I started, January 5th. So something in me said, Lexi, pick yourself back up. Let's start fresh, right? And show the world that at 60, what a powerhouse I have become. What a powerhouse I have become. So I did. So on June 1st, though, I made a promise to myself on June 1st that I will go live every single day. No excuses, no fear, no hiding. I'm just going to go live. No hiding behind cameras, none of that kind of stuff, right? So not 20 minutes, not 45 minutes, 3 hours a day. 3 hours a day, every single day. And baby, that's when everything changed for me here. Everything changed for me here. Before June 1st, I had 217 subscribers. That I came on back on this platform on January 5th with 6 subscribers. The spectacular 6 is what I call them, right? And then it took me all the way from January 5th to June 1st. Actually, like May 28th or so, I had 222 subscribers. That was the magic number, the number of alignment and balance. And I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere. But I mean, it took me 5 months to get there, right? And I'm like, there's got to be something. I got to be able to grow my channel better than this. And then I lost 5. So I went from 222 down to 217. Wah, wah. And I'm like, okay, I lost some subscribers. So June 1st, I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. I had a live stream talking about the Book of Boundaries and the Let Them Theory back here. And with my dear friend Ange of Roots and Waves. And then I kept going from there, right? I kept going from there. So people felt my energy, and people felt my honesty, and people felt my heart. And that's how I was able, in 3 weeks after June 1st, grow my channel to over 1,600 subs. You know, I learned something about myself. I learned that consistency is greatest, right? Consistency is the greatest. Showing up beats strategy every time. Every time. So YouTube said I needed 1,000 subscribers, right? We all need that if we want to become monetized here. And that we need 4,000 watch time hours. And, you know, there's other little thresholds and things, little hoops that we have to jump through here, right? But I blew past those watch hours because I was live every day. People were staying, right? People were talking. People were connected because I was making those connections. And it was the beginning of summer. So people were off, you know, kids were off from school. People were off and they were listening. They were watching because I was making them feel good. I was speaking to every single person. I saw everybody. I loved everybody. I showed up for everybody every single day. So at 60 years young, you know, when some people think life slows down, I hit monetization. I hit that. Like a runway train, you know, with divine purpose. I got my AdSense set up. I got my approval letter, right? And then I knew I was on my way to that first check, right? On my way. So now we're sitting at 2.6K subscribers and climbing every single day. We're climbing every single day. Every day that I go live, I get anywhere from 5 or more subs. During the summer, it's hundreds, but right now it's a little slow. So I get anywhere over 5, sometimes 10, right? Every single day. So here's what really grew my channel. Okay, I showed up daily, even when I was tired, because consistency builds trust. It builds that trust. People want to know that you're coming and they want to see you. It builds that trust. It builds that community. I built my community, not just content. I built a community of people who return for this connection, you know, this collective that returns every single day. I embraced my 60-year young wisdom. I embraced that. You know, there's power in authenticity. And that's what I do. I'm vulnerable here every day and I'm authentic. And people want to see that. They want to see the real you. They don't want to see all this other fluff and stuff. They want to see you. They want to know that you're here, that you care. They want to see you. I stayed in my lane. You know, my timeline is my timeline, period. Nobody else's. It's my timeline. And I stayed in my lane and I did that. And I made YouTube my ministry of love and positivity and inclusivity. That's what my channel is all about. And people felt that. People felt it. They felt it from me. You know, if I did this at 60, coming out of grief and fear and uncertainty, then you can start wherever you are right now. I started where I was. I met myself where I was. I started at 222. I went down to 217 and I kept pushing. I kept pushing, right? In those 3 weeks, I went from 217 to 1,600 subs. You know, and that was amazing. That was amazing. Age doesn't disqualify you. Whether you're my age or older, age doesn't disqualify you, right? Slow beginnings do not disqualify you. They don't. They don't. I started off slow, but then we got that momentum. You know, my consistency is what was my crown, was my consistency. My courage opened the doors here, right? And my heart connected to people. It connected to people. So I just want to say to everybody here and everybody who's been rocking with me since day one, my day oneers, you know, I appreciate you for being a part of my journey. I'm so grateful to you for being a part of my journey. And I thank you for celebrating this Lexmas with me and everything that is getting ready to come to fruition for us here. I'm so grateful to you. I'm so grateful. So grateful to you. And as always, you know the deal. I love you plenty. I see you. Yes, I do. And I'm so proud of you, friend. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud of us as a collective and as a community. There's never any gatekeeping here. I'm going to tell you what I did. I listened to the big guns. I listened to vidIQ and TubeBuddy and those people who said, go live every single day, 3 hours a day. You can do it 6 days a week or more if you can do it 7 days. I'm retired, so I could spend the time here to do that, right? I could spend the time doing that. And I love doing it. 3 hours a day, every day, 6 days a week for 3.5 months, right? And you know, threes are a part of my life. And if you know, you know. Threes are definitely a part of my life. So when we do that, right? No matter where you are right now, if you have your 1,000 subs, but you don't have your watch time, do it. It's not going to take you 3.5 months. You'll probably get it within a week or two. Do it. And you don't have to do 3 hours consecutively like I did, or like I still continue to do. You could do an hour in the morning while you're getting ready for work. You know, do an hour in the afternoon during your lunch break if you can, if you're somebody who works. Or an hour when you get home from work, preparing dinner, going to the grocery store. Do those things. An hour. Do another hour in the evening when you can. Those 3 hours add up. And if you do that every day, if you're somebody who wants this, who wants to be monetized and all the things that go with it, then do that. And come back in the comments and tell me what happened to your channel. Tell me where you started at. I started at 217. I ended up now at 2.6 thousand. Tell me. From June to August, I was fully monetized. So tell me, right? It took those 2 months, how you did it. I did not go viral. I didn't pay YouTube, because you can't pay YouTube to push your channel and do that, but I didn't. I did it organically on my own. So tell me how you're doing it, and tell me if this method works for you. I didn't make it up. Somebody, the YouTube guru said, do this, it's going to work. And I did it and I proved it and it worked for me. It worked for me. So try it out and come back and tell Lexi if it worked. And if this video resonated with you and you like it, leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a thumbs up. So on that note, Lexi and Yappy out. I wish you nothing but the best growth for you and your channel. Yes, and I thank you for supporting me. I thank all of my new members, everybody who's given me a super chat. I love you all plenty, plenty, and I thank you. I thank you. So, until Lexmas, day 9. Day 9 is coming up. You never know what we'll be talking about. So I'll see you then. Deuces, my friends.